shall be presenting you a play in the style of a Mr. Tennessee Williams. Extra credit if anyone knows him. He is the author of plays such as A Streetcar Named Desire, Glass Menagerie, and whatever you shall see tonight. To get us started, you have but two things to do for me. First, could I please get an object, perhaps something that your grandparents might have owned?
Toaster.
Mousetrap.
A toaster, thank you. And then secondly, could I receive an adjective, a describing word?
Diamond Encrusted.
Diamond Encrusted. Thank you. Belle Reve presents the Diamond Encrusted Toaster.
I guess I'm alone.
What is that racket?
Oh!
Oh, Maryanne, what are you doing in here?
Glad you're home, Agatha. I've decided to make toast.
Why do you come into my kitchen and try and burn the place down, Maryanne?
Well, I keep having attacks at my own home, so I figured if I tried yours, maybe the air is different here.
Well, you just seem to mess up everything you try to do.
I know.
I wish you wouldn't do this.
Sorry, Agatha.
I was taking my midday nap.
You know,
I might have had a bit to drink for breakfast. Since my husband's been away, I've taken to drinking at all hours.
yeah, he's been gone quite some time, huh? You must have been drinking for over 4 years.
Well, you gotta do something when you're waiting for your man to come back.
I know. I don't have a man, but if I did, I would be doing whatever I could every time he was gone. You know, writing poetry, making toast, distracting myself with laundry and, maybe children. But I doubt my frail body could do that.
I doubt it could handle that. Why, everyone knows your lungs are like 2 old dried prunes in your Why, the way that you smoke up the place as well, why, they must be burnt little prunes. I wouldn't go around trying to get a man or have a baby in your condition, Maryanne. You're looking at a lonely life.
I can't drink on account of my conditions. Plural. But I've always wondered about that giddy feeling that my friends and family seem to get when they're drunk, or like taking a nap midday. I can't do that on account of I'm not drunk.
Well, you just can't fall asleep at any time?
No.
Well, isn't that curious?
Describe being drunk for me. I've always imagined it's like, I don't know, laying on a big comfy couch in the middle of fall, and there's a beautiful fresh air, and you smell a pie, and you can actually smell it because your nostrils aren't clogged up with snot.
Well, it's kind of like that.
I knew it.
For me, it's like being hugged by the sun on a beach somewhere exotic. And the sand is getting into every orifice, but I like it. But I think maybe I'll just die here in peace with sand and warmth up in every orifice and then I wake up, and then I throw up.
That sounds like a regular day for me. The throw-up part, not the sun or the orifice.
Maybe we have more in common than I thought, Maryanne.
You think so, Agatha?
We're two lonely women who don't have much going on. You know what? You make your toast. I've got a whole loaf of bread you can burn.
Thank you. I hope I don't burn it, though, because my doctors tell me that's a carcinogen.
Oh, look at that big word coming out of your mouth.
My body may be frail and weak and immunocompromised, but I do have a big brain.
I was gonna say your lungs are tiny, but your brain is massive.
Yeah.
For me, I believe the drink has shrunk my brain. Why, my brain may be the size of your lungs.
That would be too small to function. Someone's here. It's not my house, though. I walked right in.
Man.
Oh, Agatha. Hello, darling. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Pruny. I mean, Maryanne. Hello, darling.
Oh, Jacqueline, you are a devil, aren't you?
I have come with terrible news, I fear.
No.
Old Mr. Parsons dead. Oh, Mr. Parsons, our neighbor. He's dead. Yes.
What?
Oh, no.
I know.
I thought that man would never die. And I'd pour you a drink.
Yes, please. My nerves are just fried. I came as soon as I heard, and, well, I heard that there's already going to be a will reading tonight.
Oh,
Will reading?
he doesn't have any children.
He doesn't, so he bequeathed all of his belongings to the neighborhood.
Oh, wow. Imagine if little old me got something.
Man. Oh, I needed a laugh. Thank you, Maryanne. Oh.
I recall he did like to care for the sickly animals of the town, so maybe he will look after you.
Well,
I would hope so. I don't know.
And what about you, Jacqueline?
well, I did work as his nurse for quite some time. I suppose, perhaps, he shall honor me for my years of service. He did not while he was alive, but perhaps in his death he shall become a more generous man.
Well,
Jacqueline, I don't mean to ask a rude question, but I haven't had my morning toast, so I'm unhinged. Just curious, you're his nurse, but I've never seen you around the hospital or the doctor's office, and you've never come to my home when I have my fits, so are you a real nurse?
How dare you, Maryanne? I've come to you in such a state and you accuse me of such things? Of course I'm a real nurse. Real nurses work in the back office and they never see a patient all day and they just do paperwork and they add numbers and I do 1 + 1 = 2. And I'm a real nurse. How dare you? Are you suggesting it was perhaps nepotism or some other form of benevolence done upon me?
I was not.
Why don't you eat your toast, you unhinged woman?
It's not quite ready. It's still a little
It'll pop
brown. Yeah, I need it to be black.
Oh, Agatha, when is your husband returning? We need perhaps someone with their head on right in this house.
Maybe he'll hear about it. Maybe that'll bring him home.
Yeah, 'cause it sure as hell ain't her that's bringing him home.
Jen, Yep.
I'm gonna need your expertise tonight. I'm sure you heard that Mr. Parsons died.
I have not.
It's all over the town already. Has it not gotten to your tiny jewelry store here?
It has not. It's been a quiet day, oddly enough.
Well, as you know, he had quite a collection. At least rumor has it he had quite a collection of stones.
Yes, he did.
He did.
As a town jeweler, yes. Yes, he did.
Well, as you know, I'm supposed to execute the estate this evening. I'm supposed to read the will.
How did you come to that privilege, Richard?
I was his attorney. Did you not know?
I've been stuck here my entire life.
You've been stuck here in this jewelry store your entire life?
I work here and I go home. I keep to myself. So unless you come into my store, think about it.
Yeah.
The only time we ever talked has been in the store.
And I appreciate a man who loves his job, Jed. Would you be willing to ply your trade, say, outside these four walls, say at Mr. Parsons, so that we can see if any of his stones are in fact valuable?
Why, yes. No one else in this town should have that responsibility.
Don't be coy with me, Jed. If you know something about Mr. Parsons' estate, I need to know now.
Why would that be?
Did I not say that I was his attorney?
I
I'm
see
the
no-
executor of the will. There
I
are going to be people coming out of the wood.
I see no papers!
Excuse me?
I see no papers indicating that I have to tell you anything right now. It can happen in the will reading. Nothing has to happen in advance. I've done this before.
No need to get all snippy. I came to you as a courtesy because you are the town jeweler and I had questions about Mr. Parsons' stones. Now, if you wish to accompany me to his estate, fine. If not, I'll see you later, I assume. Perhaps there's something in the will for you I thought you might be interested to know. I guess you'll find out tonight along with the rest of the town. But I would like your expertise prior to that time, if possible. Do you think you can spare a moment from the throngs clearly lining up outside?
Yes, I can. I can spare you an hour.
Well, I'll see you later this afternoon. Try not to get drunk between now and then.
Oh, Mr. Jeb.
Jack.
I seem to have caught you otherwise unoccupied,
Yeah.
like I normally do when I stop by.
How can I help
I've come with devastating news.
you? Is it about Mr. Parsons?
You've
I
heard.
have.
Who told you I wanted to be the one?
Sorry, but Richard beat you.
Oh, that Richard. I'm sure he's just waiting to get his little greasy talons into Mr. Parsons' things.
Sure appears so.
Yes. Well, anyways, beyond the point, I did hear that Mr. Parsons traveled quite a bit in his youth. I heard stories of a certain diamond encrusted kitchen appliance he acquired and Patty. Would you happen to know anything about this as his most trusted jeweler?
I may.
You may.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, I just feel like I've given my whole life to that man, my whole youth, my whole career. I've been in service to him, and I suppose you know what that feels like. And, well, I don't know about you, but I didn't see quite a pretty penny during my time.
Why did you spend so much time with him?
Well, for normal reasons. He was a lonely old man, and I'm prone to acts of charity with my time. And I am a very friendly person, as you know, Jeb.
Yeah, you are a friendly person, but none of those things indicate that you are a nurse.
Have you been talking to that pruny? She tells lies.
Bruce is actually one of my most frequent customers. She just wants to look at things. She's not really a customer. She just gazes.
course. Well, how can you pass up all these glass cases filled with marvels? The world stuck in this small Louisiana town.
Be careful. Greed becomes the worst of us.
Does it?
Oh, Jacqueline, I didn't realize you were mere steps ahead of me. But on account of my pruny old lungs, I walk slower. So I guess you just sped away like a racehorse.
I suppose you are here to marvel at the things you shall never receive in life, so I shall leave you to it. Mr. Jeb, do think about what I said.
Did you know she considers herself a nurse?
Yes.
I
Yes,
know
sir.
nurses.
I would presume you do.
Can I make a piece of toast here?
Would not be wise.
It didn't work at Agatha's. So I thought I brought over my toaster and I brought over some bread already in its little crevices, 4 pieces. Enough for 2 people.
Sure, go ahead and use that over there. I have been eating today myself, so.
Oh, you can't start working on an empty stomach.
And sometimes it's just how it is. Sometimes I just forget to eat and I just come into work.
Oh.
And I start working and I don't eat until dinner.
That never happens to me. I'm unhinged until I eat. So at the moment, I am unhinged. Well, I put it on high, so it'll take a moment.
Yes.
Did you hear?
Mr. Parsons?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, both Richard and Jacqueline went ahead and told.
Oh, everybody's talking.
Yeah, I think everyone wants the stones.
Yeah,
Yeah?
that's what I think too. I'm sorry. Do you need me to speak up? It's hard sometimes on account of my lung condition. You know this.
Agatha, do you make it a habit of going through my cabinets when I'm not in my office?
What are you doing here?
In my office? What am I doing? I just visited Jed about Mr. Parsons' estate. I needed him to appraise a few things, and I came back to find you rifling through my cabinetry. Are you looking for bourbon? Because it is not in there. I keep that in the bag.
Well, now that you're offering.
I was not, in fact, offering. I was offering a jest, and now I would like to offer you the door. Right over here.
I know that you're the executor
You put the left foot down and then the right.
of Edward Parsons' estate, but would you happen to have seen perhaps?
The will.
Well, yes, and among that, there's a particular piece of jewelry that I was just curious if it happened to maybe be in your possession for safekeeping. A large diamond ring.
A large diamond ring. The ring that your husband allegedly absconded with 4 years ago? That is why he's been missing for 4 years, isn't it? Because he stole it from Mr. Parsons, is that right? I know the town thinks it's because you're a terrible booze hound, and that might have something to do with it.
Yes, that's the ring, and those are the reasons.
Obviously, it's not amongst his things, because it was absconded with by your husband, or at least so the legend goes.
Well, that's a shame. Of course, my addled, drunken brain must have totally forgotten that the ring couldn't be here.
Unless you know something, Agatha, unless there's more to the story the public story and the private story. What do you know?
What do you know, Richard? What did our dearly departed Edward tell you?
You can show up tonight at the reading of the will and find out for yourself. Although I doubt that ring will be there since it's missing. Perhaps forever.
Oh. Hello?
Maryanne,
Sorry to interrupt. The power blew at the jewelry store and I still haven't had my toast. And so this is the store next door. And your fuse looks fine.
Pretty? I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark here. Are you feeling unhinged?
Yes.
If you go in the back there with the bourbon, next to the bourbon you will find a toaster.
I have one. I bring it with me everywhere. You all seem to forget on account of all the other things wrong with me. But it's my emotional support toaster. Without it, I think I would feel lonely and like nobody cares about me and like I'll never find a husband and like I'll be really poor and like I'll never eat again and like all the people around me are drunk and in love
if you
with each
find
other.
the ring,
Yeah, I'll
let
let
me
you know. Really, would you do me a favor and just go in the back and pull me a bourbon and then make as much toast as you can possibly eat? No.
Will you hold my toaster?
I just said no.
You didn't let me ask the question.
I know, but I knew what it was going to be.
I'll be back up at the store.
Hello.
Hello.
I hear that you're fuse blue.
Yeah, so I have time to talk to you now. I'll be right back. I'll get your bourbon in the back.
Feel free, Jed. Pruny. I'm sorry. Maryanne.
It's all right. I'm used to it. Even the doctors call me that. You know, I would prefer raisin or dehydrated strawberry.
Let's just say Pruny.
All right.
Pruny. No.
May I please?
No.
On the desk?
No. Take that toaster in the back. Plug it in if you dare.
You sound just like my papa making me hide in the back.
I am very sorry. I look forward to seeing you tonight at the reading of Mr. Parsons' will. Now just spin around. There you go. And now, one foot in front of the other. Yeah. And go plug that thing in. I would say that's the most pathetic thing I've seen today, but Agatha was here earlier. You didn't pour me a bourbon, did you?
No, I didn't.
Well, welcome to my office.
Must be nice to have electricity.
It is. You know it is because you normally have electricity.
Yeah.
What can I do for you, Jay?
Oh, I'm
Are you
here.
going to help me, or are you just coming here to drink my bourbon and hang out in my lights?
I don't know.
1 second. Just... Pruny!
Oh, no.
Oh, my... She burned herself. Can we do business later on today, perhaps? Yeah, later on. I came to you first, and you didn't have time, and now I don't have time for you. I got somebody with burned hands in my back room. Come on, I gotta do this before she burns the place
I'm coming for you, Eddie. Bastard of a father never would tell anyone I was your bastard daughter. Gave me a job just to shut me up. No one even believes I'm qualified for it. I'ma show you. You're dead. There's nothing more you can do to keep me from taking what is rightfully mine.
They refused us at the hospital, and I thought you could be a nurse.
Can you? I mean, you are a nurse, right?
I am a nurse.
Help! Burn.
Okay, have my training and I'm on frazzled, okay? Just put your hands in the sink, darling.
I just want to be in the will. You think I'm in the will?
Yes, I'm sure you are in the will.
Oh, if I'm not in the will, I don't know what I'll do. I'm just single and alone. And I got tiny lungs.
What? Tiny what?
Lungs.
Lungs.
It's hard to enunciate when you have tiny lungs and your arms are all burnt up and you're sobbing.
Do you happen to have a sedative or something?
I wish I did, but I'm not allowed to inject patients as a nurse because I read the book. I took an oath.
That sounds reasonable.
While you're doing that, do you have any bourbon lying around? I have been denied my own bourbon this afternoon. I now have a burned back office. And I also now have no electricity.
There's some rubbing alcohol in the cabinet. You can help us.
It hasn't gotten to that point yet. Get me later in this whole affair.
There you go, darling. There you go.
Have my toaster back, please.
Yes. You can have your toaster back. Maybe, perhaps, if the same thing happens every time you try to use this, perhaps we try something different, darling?
This sounds a lot like a teacher and not a nurse.
There it is. Have fun.
And don't use it again today.
I didn't even eat my toast yet. I'm gonna be unhinged all day.
That woman is going to inadvertently kill everyone in this town.
I do believe you are right, Richard.
Speaking of inadvertently killing people,
Yes.
you were Mr. Parsons' nurse, were you not?
I was. Do people keep saying that's not true?
I'm merely establishing a fact pattern. Are you, or should I say, were you, given Mr. Parsons' recent demise, were you Mr. Parsons' nurse, and for how long?
I was his nurse for 18 years.
18 years.
18 years.
And he was convalescing that entire time?
Well, perhaps he can convalesce a little more than he did, but yes, he was.
Would you say that his decline coincided with your arrival?
I'm not sure what you were implying, Mr. Richard, but if you're saying that I wished ill on Mr. Parsons, then maybe he got what was coming to him.
I'm saying,
Well, actually, I do have my own mint julep. I suppose I could split it for you.
I don't want to split mint julep. You just go ahead. It is absolute courtesy to pour someone a fresh drink when they arrive, not to tell you your business as a nurse.
Right, well, don't tell anyone else. I'll lose my nursing license.
I don't think that's how that works. Also, what I'm saying is not truly implying, but just following a string of thought. It seems to me that Mr. Parsons started his decline approximately 18 years ago, and it accelerated recently, as if, say, someone, maybe nature itself, but someone were getting tired of waiting for him to pass.
Well, perhaps Satan was a little lonely. How am I meant to know these things? I'm a God-fearing woman. I go to church every weekend. I pray. I pray for justice. I pray for the righting of wrongs of the past. And perhaps someone listened.
Do you believe in God's justice or man's?
Well, God's been clocking out a bit early lately, hasn't he?
Agatha! present for Richard.
Huh. Yeah. Always gives me a hard time about my drinking.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he gave me a bottle.
Yeah. It wasn't a present for Richard, I just took it.
I knew I liked you. Yeah. I know I have an open bottle, but it's all the sweeter when it's stolen from such a horrible person.
Yeah. I figured you deserve something nice and spin 4 years.
Has it been 4 years?
Yeah.
4 lonely years. Do you think he'll ever come back?
Sadly, I don't.
Is it me? Everybody says it's me. Did I drive him away?
No,
No?
that's not what he told me.
What did he tell you, Jeff? What did he tell you?
Sorry, I've been
What?
holding it in secret
For 4 years?
I'm
Jeff?
sorry.
What did he tell you?
He loved me.
That would explain why he was always down there at your shop. He said he was helping you polish the stones. But if that's the case, why didn't you go with him?
I wasn't ready.
Did he take that ring? You know that ring.
I know that ring.
I believe you set the stone in that.
Yes, I did.
And I was such a fool. I was such a fool that I didn't take Edward Parsons' offer. Instead, I chose a sick man to marry, a man that would want to be with another man, that would run off and leave me here alone.
Are you saying I'm a sick man?
I'm sorry, Jack. I'm sorry.
You realize the town that we in, how conservative things are here. I can't live my life the way I want to live.
Neither can I. Aren't we two sad sacks? Pining after the same man. I should hate you.
You should.
You're the only one who showed me any kindness these past 4 years. It's you and that Maryanne, if you count nearly burning someone's house down every day of kindness.
Blown 2 fuses today.
At least she's a nice girl.
Yeah, she does have something special.
Help! Help! I accidentally got the cord around my neck.
Thank you. Sit down, honey. Sit down. Sit down and don't touch anything.
Toaster's right here.
Okay.
All
Thank you. For a second, I thought it was the end for me too, and you all would be fighting about my will.
Who are you going to bequeath your toaster to, honey?
I should ask Richard to help me with that.
But you're not going to give it to Richard, I should hope.
Oh, no.
That's a good girl.
I would pick one of you two. It's so special. It's very valuable.
It is.
None of you believe it, but it is.
That whole thing?
I believe it.
Were you two just talking about the love of the same man?
Really loud.
No, I was right at the door, but you didn't notice, and I was choking and trying to get your attention, and then it got so interesting that I almost allowed myself to die. Really? Would anyone be scared? So I thought I could get a nice juicy piece of gossip. As you know, I have not eaten today. I cannot be trusted. I might go spilling everyone's secrets.
Well, we ought to get you something to eat then.
I keep trying, but I keep blowing fuses, or choking, or burning.
Doesn't have to be toast. I'm sorry. I have some raisins.
I don't want to put raisins in my toaster.
Have you ever thought about why your toaster always blows fuses and burns places down?
I think you and I both know why. Well, I gotta get ready. Obviously. Can you put it into my bandaged arms? Thank you. Could you wrap the cord around my body instead of my neck?
I'm gonna do it around your neck.
Just go around my arms. That's so smart.
Oh,
All right, it's hanging on.
I'm dragging it on my floor.
Pick it up. See you two tonight.
Yeah.
See you at the wheel ring.
I better eat before then.
The whole town's gonna find out.
Well, we could just feed her. Maybe she'll keep her mouth shut that way. We just keep putting bread in her mouth.
She's not gonna have toast unless it's from that toaster.
Well, I guess tonight everybody's gonna find out everything. Oh, maybe I should be sober for this.
I should.
I don't think I've got time, but I'm gonna try to take a nap.
Oh, Agatha. Agatha, darling. Oh.
Come in, Jacqueline. Come in. Just let yourself in that door.
Thank you, kindly. I didn't realize you had company.
Oh, well, you think I was...
Well, I came to seek comfort from my dear friend. It's been such a rough day. Perhaps Mr. Jed wanted some business they needed.
Speaking of business, I gotta talk to Richard about Mr. Poppy Stones.
Well, even so soon.
I've been here for a long time.
I'll see you soon.
Yes, I'll be there.
I'll see you soon. Save a seat.
All right.
So cute.
Oh, Jacqueline.
I've been chasing him for years. You never picks up in him.
Probably never catch him. But why stop trying if it
You're
makes you
right.
happy?
Why stop? Listen, Agatha, I came because I got quite the nerve-wracking visit from Richard earlier today. And well, I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page, that you knew that you hadn't seen me that night Mr. Parsons died. Remember?
That was the story that we agreed upon.
Yes. Good.
There was a quid pro quo, as they say.
Yes, and I'll have it for you tonight.
It's important that I have that ring.
Yes, well, I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. I believe I actually have an idea of where it might be, judging by the burnt toast I smell lingering in the room. But, well, don't you know?
Know what?
I mean, Maryanne was stuck like glue on your husband. I'm sure perhaps she knows something about it. I was planning on asking her tonight.
You think she knows where it is?
She knows everything for some reason.
I never thought to ask.
She's just always there, looking in the corner, choking.
Well,
You look like you've had quite a moment. Are you okay, darling? Why don't you have a seat? I'll
I've
make
had
you
a
drink.
day. I just finished one, but
Well, you know what Parsons used to say? One drink down, another drink on the rocket.
I do recall him saying that. The man that he was. And yet, he had his moments.
What moments did that man have besides not appreciating the people that were in his life?
I didn't appreciate it at the time. But I feel like he may have been one of the few people who was ever entirely honest with me.
Well, I'm sure you would be surprised. Every man in this town has his secrets.
What secrets do you know, Jeff?
Just the normal ones. You don't drink milk before you go to sleep. That's a secret.
It's funny because I've heard the opposite.
Well, I suppose it might just be an old wives' tale. There you go, darling. I need a friend these days. I thought I'd have more by now, but no one in this town ever welcomed me in with open arms the way you have.
Ah, mint julep. Why, Mr. Parsons loved a mint julep, didn't he? I believe that was
Sure
his
did.
favorite drink.
Yes, I suppose it reminded him of a woman he once knew.
Mr. Richard? Why aren't you? Ah!
Yeah. I was hoping that you would not darken my doorway again.
Well,
Maryanne.
the reading of the will is here, so I would have to darken the doorway. Not attend. Did you want me to not attend?
What I want in that instance is irrelevant, because I'm sure there is something in the will itself that possibly addresses you, so you might as well be here.
Well,
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but before it gets going, I want my own will. I don't know why you didn't think of making one for me sooner. I'm always about to die.
I just assume a couple of things. Number one, that you have no estate or assets of any kind. And two, that you probably have no money with which to pay me to write a will for it. That said, I'm sure we can come up with something real quick if that's what you're truly interested in, Maryanne.
I need to write down who I'm giving my toaster to.
And you want to capture that in a legal document.
I think you'll understand someday.
I'm almost terrified. All right. Maryanne, being of sound mind and body, do hereby bequeath my...
Sound body. No one's ever said that about me before.
Indeed. Stricken. Of sound mind. Do hereby bequeath my...
Toaster. Emotional support toaster.
Emotional support toaster to...
Agatha.
Really?
Yes.
To Agatha.
Actually, who would you give it to?
The Goodwill, probably.
Hey, Doc Richard, I'm going to go to the back, have the rest of your bourbon, and then I'll come
There's a
back out.
bottle missing, by the way. Do you happen to know anything about that?
Yes, I do.
Jed.
Jed. It should go to Jed.
Jed it is.
Thank you. Would you give it to Jed?
Why would I give it to Jed? Well, I guess you'll be dead when it's time. You want me to be the executor of your toaster estate?
Just like Mr. Parsons. It's really the same.
It's really not, but okay.
No one ever thinks about my brain. It's It's too overclouded by all the other things wrong about me. But one day, you'll all regret that.
Duly executed on this day, the 5th of August, 1954. Please, hand me your... Are you capable of signing things with your hands? Let's say yes.
Okay, yes. I'll just scribble a bit. Can you put a pen in my bandage hand? Careful with that.
Just take a seat, please. Take a seat.
Ooh, so fancy.
Signing a legal document.
Yep.
Sitting is appropriate.
All right.
All right, just take...
You just have to kind of squeeze in there. Thank you.
There you go. Now you can sign it with an X if you like. Nobody's going to want that toaster. Just go right ahead.
You'll be sorry. That's not coming to you.
Okay, that's... Wow.
Hello, hope I haven't missed anything.
No, not at all, Jacqueline. We were
Hello.
just getting to the business of the state. Thank you so much.
And I'm here as well, Richard.
All right.
I have my tools to examine everything, by the way.
I don't know if that'll be necessary. We haven't been able to locate the ring.
Can you take the pen out of my hand, please? I don't need it. I just want my toaster. Thank you.
There you go. There you go. Can you just find a seat over there, please?
You already put me here.
I need to be at my desk. This is an official proceeding. Just stand up.
Jacqueline, what are you doing with that toaster?
What?
Hey, give me back my toaster.
I was just making sure that it was safe and secure.
No one's ever
and-
cared about the safety of that toaster before.
Everyone, please have a seat for the reading of the will so
Wait,
that I
just-
may end this day.
Listen. What is that noise? It's not bread.
Probably crumbs.
I don't know. Open the crumb tray and see what's going on.
Stop it! I need my emotional support toaster. What if my heart stops or something?
Won't
What is
open
it,
it
jam?
stuck on
What if a
something.
lung collapses?
Ugh.
What if
Hey!
you
And what is this?
That's my ring.
No!
Hold on now. Wait, whoa. Everybody. Stop. Take a seat. We'll do this like adults. The reading
I knew it was in there.
of the...
Because I went to nursing school.
Fine. I, Mr. Parsons, being of sound mind and body, do hereby bequeath my entire estate, including my incredible 24-karat ring, to my nurse.
She's not a nurse.
Wait! There's an addendum. My previous wishes are hereby superseded. And I wish to leave my entire estate and my ring to Richard the Jew.
What?
What indeed?
How is this a surprise to you? You wrote that.
I didn't write this addendum. This addendum must have been created by Mr. Parsons himself.
What? What is it?
Her prune lungs!
Here's pieces of your toaster. Maryanne.
Well, she did. I had nothing to do with this one.
Maryanne.
Why?
Aren't you a nurse? Thank you, everybody. We Thank you so much for being here. It's truly a delight to see all of your beautiful faces. We do have more shows tonight. Please do check in with the bartender if you would like tickets for them. And please just get home safe if you're going home safe. Thank you.